Welcome back. Krydax here. Hopefully this time the stream... Nope, it's still dropping all kinds of frames. I am very frustrated at Comcast at the moment. I pay extra to have a reasonable upload speed, and that is not happening. That is not happening at all. See if I change it to 5,000. Maybe that can help a little bit. I'm sorry for the craziness. I don't know why the upload rate is struggling so much. I don't really have any concept of it. Maybe just because it's Friday night? I don't know. It must just be a Friday night thing. Still dropping frames even at 5,000 kilobits a second. I don't really know what to do. I'm sorry, crew. I don't know if I'm just gonna have to stop streaming and just try recording a video instead, or just trying to think of what I can even do. There's nothing I can do about my internet. I wonder if it's just slow because it's Friday night. But that's, again, frustrating because I pay extra to have a faster speed, and it's completely not working right now. I just restarted my router. That doesn't seem to have had the effect I needed. So, wow, what can you do? Well, I do want to figure out how I'm going to do motors. So, I'm going to drop the stream bitrate a little bit more again. Hopefully it'll drop fewer frames. And then we're going to open up the calculator. Satisfactory tools, production planner. And we are going to look at how to make what we want to make in terms of motors. So we will add motors. Where'd they go? Here. Motors, we'll do 5. And then options, we can do some alternate recipes, which we're definitely going to do. So first thing we want is solid steel ingots. So that will help a lot. We also, let's see, what else are we using? So rotors, I think I'm still making the normal way. We do have cast screws. Casted screw. So that'll save us some time and power. Then wire I'm making with iron wire. So hopefully that'll replace 40 units of copper ore into 182 units of iron ore. I guess it'll be a little bit more than 182 because the ratio is slightly worse. Yeah, 186. 38 coal and 186 iron ore. Okay, well that's good to know what we need. And then I think that's it, right? In terms of, yeah, okay. In terms of ores. And then we're gonna need a lot of assemblers and constructors and stuff. The question is, should I just take the rotors I'm already producing and reroute those to make motors? I think the answer is yes. Because, and let me just run back in game for a second to remember if I am making 10 rotors a second. Because I don't really remember. how many rotors I'm making. I think it's 10. 10 modular frames. Where are my rotors? I'm making 8 rotors per minute. Okay. Which I could overclock slightly if I need to. So let me switch back to the game. Essentially, what I would like to do is use these rotors in the motors recipes, because I don't really have a need for both. And once the, once rotors backs up or something, I could just use them all for motors. The problem is I don't even have enough for 10. So I don't know if we should try to fix that or not. Because what are we making over here? We're making 45 iron rods, which is enough for 9 rotors. I jumped over it. Because it's 5 to 1. I mean, I could just throw a couple power shards in here. That's another option. But my upload rate is continuing to be all over the place. Keep showing as red in OBS. So I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I don't know if streaming under these conditions is a good idea. I don't know. I'll have to check out the VODs and see what it ends up looking like, but I don't really know what it's like on the other end, so I don't want to subject you guys to a crappy stream or a crappy VOD. So I think I'm just gonna call it for now, and if the speeds pick back up later in the evening, hopefully I can stream. Let me change my settings back. Still don't really know what's going on. Pretty frustrated. At Comcast. Well, now it seems to be at 6,000 again, so I don't know. We'll give it a minute and see what happens. But okay, so let's extend our foundations a little bit here. And we're gonna want one assembler, just one puny assembler building motors. And I will overclock this guy to 6 per minute, which does mean I'll need faster conveyor for the screws here. So 100 per minute isn't going to be enough. We're going to need, I think, 150 per minute. And then we're going to need a few more iron rods per minute. So that should get us 10 rotors per minute, which I would prefer. So then those rotors, we're just going to have a splitter. And we'll do that. And then we need 10 stators per minute. So let's figure out how to make stators. Stators? Stators? I don't know which one's correct. Seems like the upload rate is actually back into the reasonable range. It hasn't been dropping down like crazy, so who knows what Comcast is doing. Okay, so we need 80 wire per minute and 30 steel pipes. I want to say I'm already making 30 steel pipes. Yeah, we're making up to 40 steel pipes right now. So I can just have those split off. from up here. Wait, where are they? Right here. Splitter. And then you want one here. Okay. And now we need 80 wire. Now that's a little trickier because that's going to come from steel, or I mean iron ingots. So we're going to need 4 constructors making iron ingots of wire. But we already have tons of iron wire right here. That's going to make what? Modular frames, I think? Because we have more modular frames than we need. So I'm gonna commandeer that wire. We're gonna throw a splitter on here. We're gonna have a conveyor underneath. Put a splitter over here. This won't work for everything because I'm using iron wire that's meant to be used for modular frames, to make stators, to make motors. But I don't know. I feel like I should be more central in how I use things rather than having a completely separate line from scratch for everything. I should probably be a bit more discerning. Where I'm like, okay, we'll make a bunch of iron wire in one place and we'll send it to our modular frames, we'll send it to our stators, you know, something like that. And then we just need a merger. And we'll hook that up. And power this up. And I think that's it. Yeah, we're constructing motors already. That wasn't too bad. I did a lot of hacks, but it still counts. And then we'll have a conveyor lift up from here. And we'll connect that. And there we go, our first little motor being pooped out. It's so cute. Alright, so now I've got motors and encased industrial beams. That will be helpful in automating all the things on the ladder. I also have a lot of quartz. Okay, so we'll take a few more steel beams since I need those to build my Mark III belts. Everything else should just be pretty much one stack. Unless I have a reason. Encased industrial beams, eventually I'll need a bunch of stacks up because that's tier 4 belts, but we don't have those yet. Okay. Alright. I think we're pretty good on most things. And let's check our space elevator progress. Looks like we're still crafting some things. We've got all 100 of the wiring. We're short on versatile framework. Oh, that's because I never delivered the steel beams. Dang it. Okay. I forgot I only delivered 2,000 of the 3,000 needed. So we need to take all of the steel beams. And put it in our wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dang, okay, well we're gonna throw in another power shard to speed this up a little bit. It looks like smart plating is just about done here. We can take the shards out of that one. And then automated wiring. Are we missing some cable? Or did I have all 100 already? I have all 100. Okay, sweet. So we just need that last smart plating, which is right there. Now I can take the shards out of this. And then just a few more minutes. 12.5 per minute means 10, 12, 13, something like that. So while that's going, is there anything else in the MAM that we can do? I guess I could do that version of the inhaler, which requires some modular frames, which is going to mess with my motors. Now I know that. And then it required some mycelia. So I might as well do that, and 5 alien organisms. What I'm hoping is this gives me an inhaler research that I can craft from alien carapace or organisms, and that will be a much cheaper, because I've got a ton of carapace and organisms that I'm never really going to use for anything. So if those can be healing, not that I need healing, you know, I could just have a stack of 100 nuts. Still have plenty left over, but... Alright, we've finished most of the research chains except for sulfur, which allows us to get a gun that's more like a traditional rifle, and explosives. I think there's maybe something else I'm forgetting, but those are the main things. And other than that, we just need the next tier of space elevator. Why don't I have a bunch of extra quartz? I'm gonna feed the awesome sink all of my quartz except maybe 2 stacks. Because quartz crystals are actually a decent number of points. I'm not sure exactly how many, but since we've got a few thousand, might as well. And that's researching. What else can I do? Can craft a few more AI limiters, I guess, while I wait. Smart splitters are very handy. Another thing I've kind of realized is I'm not using copper at all right now. Other than the copper sheets that I manually build with, I'm not using any copper. Which I do think iron wire is a better recipe overall, but at some point I should probably just use copper to make wire, because I'm not even using, like, not even using the copper at all, so. Alright, I'm gonna go get the Caterium rolling again, just in case I need some later. And once I have sulfur, I can blow these rocks up. Okay, what else can I do? Refill on biofuel. We've got plenty. I might as well feed my generators. shouldn't have put them this close together. You barely fit in between them. Okay, so if we ever have some sort of power surge, I can fire these back up, but for now we'll disconnect them from the grid. And we'll just keep a sack of biofuel for the chainsaw. Yeah, I mean, most of these factories are just sitting here idle, doing nothing. So I feel like there's a lot of inefficiency in our factory right now. But I don't really want to redo all of that right now, so we're not going to. So there. What are we at? 406? You know what I can do is I can take some of this, switch another one, and have this guy start making frameworks. So now it'll go twice as fast. Or, if I'm really smart, 3 times as fast. Wow, who would have thought? Okay, the MAM's finished. Let's see what our new recipe is for the inhaler. Oh, it's in the equipment. Yeah, alien organs. Sweet. So, 5 mycelia and 3 alien organs now gets me an inhaler. So we can make a bunch with that recipe. I like that. Because what else am I going to do with those alien organs? I can make biomass, but there's not really a lot of need for biomass, considering I can just grab a chainsaw any old time. And we're not making power from it anymore. Alright. $16 inhalers. I think I will keep 8 of them on me. Just so I always have some sort of healing item. Oh, and I never built another scanner, did I? 3 beacons, 50 screws, of course. Why would I need screws? And beacons. Can I make that? No, I have to make those in here too. We'll make a few since we need them. Okay. Object scanner. Let's see what's new. Anything? It said there were improvements. So I can search for enemies, power slugs, all the different kinds of food. So what's changed? Is the display new? I guess I didn't use it enough before to really know. Okay, well there's one in that direction. If I want to be poisoned, which I don't. Oh hey, an enemy. Hello, good sir. Alright, where's this slug? Up there, of course. Oh, it's a yellow one, though. I don't know how I didn't see this before. Maybe I did, and I just ignored it. Oh, this is one of the big boys. gosh, they're fast. Ouch. Okay, got him. Back to the power slug. Any other slugs nearby? Ooh, there's one. I bet it's up there. I guess I haven't gone up there yet. Okay, power pole mark 1, because they're a little shorter, which makes it easier to grab onto the power line. Berries, and... oh man, that was a waste. There's no slug up here. Okay. Not exactly sure where it is. It's like in the rock. Is it in the tree? Can hear it. Is it behind this? That would be clever. Oh, it is. Oh, that's hilarious. Bam. Okay, well that was a well-hidden slug. That one should have been yellow, I think. After all that hard work finding it. Alright, well, you can see what the scanner can do. I don't totally know what the improvements were, because it feels like it's mostly the same as it was before, but maybe it has a bigger range, or it's better at, I don't know, something. Oh man, I would fall. Okay, so hopefully our space elevator is finally done. Let's just run over to it. Oh, just a few more. Do we not have enough modular frames? Oh, I see. There we go. Because some had modular frames but no beams, and the other ones had beams but no frames. So we're almost there. We just need 14 more. So 1 minute from now, we will be able to officially launch Space Elevator Phase 2, which will be a great feeling. Just a few more. Oh, we're done. Okay. You guys can stop. Sweet. Okay, well, we have some extra. That's fine. I'll need them for the next phase. Alright, project assembly framework. We will seal the crate. Seal it. And then send it. Woohoo! Nice. Alright, launch that puppy. Bam. Alright. Now we get some good stuff. Let's see what our friend She gonna give us a little announcement? No? Okay, guess not. But now we have tier 5 and 6 unlocked. So tier 5. Big idea number 1 is oil processing. So oil processing is a big deal. We get plastic, rubber, fuel. Petroleum coke is kind of weird. You get circuit boards. You can get the manufacturer, which takes up to 4 inputs, and it's way bigger and it uses way more power. And then these two things are needed for the space elevator: modular engines and adaptive control units. They're very expensive. Does it show us the recipe? It does not. And then alternative fluid transport, you just get to package liquids and put them on belts. So sometimes that's handy because then, like, your truck, for example, can carry liquids if it carries a bunch of packaged oil or whatever. Gas mask is pretty important. You can finally go through those poison clouds, but you need fabric to do it. Tier 6, you get the fuel generator, which is definitely good, but it uses the liquid fuel, so you need oil for that. It's a good way to not necessarily use only coal for power, but I'm pretty sure if you want to, you can get to nuclear power, but you can just skip fuel and you can just go find another pure coal node or two out in the wild and just make a ton of coal power. But this works too. Conveyor belt Mark IV, pretty big deal, 480 resources per minute. Again, it's weird. It's a weird ratio because you go from 60 to 120, and you'd think you'd go to 240 after that, and then 480, because you'd just be doubling every step. But instead, you go to 270 for tier 3, but then to 480, so it doesn't quite double. So you're back to 4 times the Mark II belt. I don't totally understand the numbering on that, but 480 per minute is a ton. I mean, like I said, basically double that of a Mark III yet again, and Mark III is already fast. And then you can scan for Caterium ore if somehow you haven't already found any. Jetpack is a huge deal, but you need all sorts of things we don't have, like computers, plastic, and rubber. And when do I unlock computers? Is that in oil processing? Oh, industrial manufacturing. Okay. So computers require, I think, circuit boards and a few other things. They're pretty expensive. Then you can get trains, so monorail stations, which are pretty cool. I haven't actually used them before, so we might get to try that. And then you can get Mark II pipes, which can carry 600 per second. And then there's aluminum and other fun stuff in after Space Elevator Phase 3. But I think we might call it a stream here. Sorry for those weird internet issues. I don't know what exactly was going on, but for a good 10 or 15 minutes, my internet was just taking a large dump all over. So hopefully the stream kind of ironed itself out and you guys were able to enjoy it, and hopefully the VOD is good, but I guess we'll see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if you're watching on YouTube after the fact, and I will see you next time. Make sure to follow me on Twitch to get updates for when I do go live. I think I mentioned this before, but I plan on streaming in the evenings on weekdays, probably 2 or 3 times a week, and then on the weekends when I have time, depending on what life looks like. So, thank you guys for watching.